Holy cockpit floor, Batman! Hello there, welcome back to Building Boys. We now have issue 14 of Hachette's Build the Batman Tumbler. Now, we do get this fairly massive box in this one, and we get cabin floor, which is nice. Cabin floor makes me feel happy that we're getting some base, and it gives you a kind of sneaky look underneath it and whatnot. You think, I see what's going to go there, and I see what's happening here. So what we're going to do is take that dashboard assembly we've been working on, and we're going to attach that to the cabin floor. Show the cabin floor here. It's fairly chunky, fairly massive. But it gives you an idea of scale now. We kind of know where we're going with it. You can see little bits on the bottom and you go, that's what that is, and that's what that is. And you can kind of, yeah. Like we have a little input here. Clearly that's where a speaker is going to go. So, yeah, it's a big smile, big stupid smile. So not loads to do because we are essentially screwing that to this. That's what we're doing for this one. But it's going to look good, man. I'm looking forward to it. At the end of this one, we were talking more about Batman 89 and exactly what impact it had on the cinema as a whole. I mean, you can still feel the effects of the release of that movie today. But without further ado, let's get into this one. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. But without further ado, let's get on with this. So here is our cockpit floor. It's very nice. You can see some of the detail in here. Now, I believe this is where the rail would have gone that moves the chair into the nose cone. There's some footplate in there, which I'm assuming? I don't know. I'm just assuming at this point. But what we're going to do is we're going to screw this to that. So if we have a look on the underside as well, you can see what looks like where a lot of stuff is going to go. So there's going to be wires, I would imagine, on the chassis that's going to sit over them, but you can see there's a lot going on with this. This is definitely where a speaker goes. I recognise that all day. But let's flip this one over. Let's get this in place. So I'm very excited to actually have some structure now. And this is quite simple. Just taking our cockpit. This is going to sit on these three pins here, here, and here. So that is that's where our dashboard's going to go. We're going to then flip this one over, and we're going to be installing 3 CP screws into here, here, and here. So I'm going to get one in place, and then I'll show you what we're doing. Okay, so I've got the center screw in place just there. I'm going to put the next 2 in just to secure this and hold this in place. So I'm going to put one in here. Whoop. And this needs remagnetizing. There we go. Okay. So that's 2 in. And now our third and final one, which is going up at the top there. So that one's going to screw in. Let's go that in. Yeah. Our third one's just going to go in here. And there we have it. So we're going to flip this one over. And now we have a dashboard attached to a cockpit floor. And that, sadly, is all there is in this one. But it's on, it's secure, it's nice. It gives us, it's amazingly square. But it gives us an idea of where we're going with this now. Again, I don't know where the steering wheel goes. I'm mad confused by this. I have literally no idea where the steering wheel goes. I just don't. I mean, where? Weird, right? Don't know where the steering wheel goes. I can't see where the steering wheel goes. This is blowing my mind. I'm sure we're going to find out. There's going to be a lot of fun doing that, but I genuinely cannot see where the steering wheel goes. I'd assumed it would have gone there, but there's nowhere for it to go. I'm looking at the holes in this and thinking there's nowhere for it to come up from the floor. So I don't know. Let's have a chat. That's it. That's that one done. And nice and easy, but it's big. I mean, this is big. This is just the cockpit. And it's looking nice, man. Now, we did get that other piece with the last issue, and I'm trying to figure out where this goes, because initially I thought that slotted onto the bottom, but it doesn't, which would suggest... There we go. Covers the back. That's where that's going to go. So eventually, we will have, I would imagine, lights inside here. And that's going to lock over the back. Now, what's in the next one? Well, in the next one, building the heads-up display, the HUD display, HUD, heads-up display. That's what we're building in the next one. If you just stick around for the build instructions, thank you for stopping by. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. It helps the channel massively, and we just love having you along for the ride. We really do. If you're sticking around for more Bat Chat, we are talking again about the impact of 89, Batman 89, and merchandise. So when that movie was released, they went next level. So for, I would say, the majority of 1989, probably half of 1990, you couldn't go anywhere without seeing this. That logo was everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, honestly, I remember going into a Woolworths at the time, and they had a whole section, and it was just black with that logo all over it. And you could get everything, right? So they went next level. It wasn't just here's some toys, because the toys themselves were fairly sparse. They did 3 action figures for the 89 Batman. They did 3 action figures. You could get Joker, Batman, Bob the Goon. That was it. They did a Batmobile. They did a Batcave. I don't remember seeing a Batwing. They probably did, but everything else, my God, right? So they did, normally a movie would either have a sticker album or some trading cards. Well, Batman had both. So you had trading cards. It also had I believe it was a Merlin sticker album. And what was wrong about that? When I was a kid and I used to collect sticker albums, stickers up to that point were about 10 to 15p a pack. Batman stickers were 30p a pack because they were bigger. And I was like, okay. But Batman stickers also came on with iron-on transfer. So inside the packs of stickers, you'd get iron-ons for your jeans. You could have Batman all over your jeans. And kids were just walking around, like walking advertisements for this movie, covered in it, absolutely covered in it. Battoos were another one as well. So you could get temporary tattoos of the Batman logo. They did candy, they did drinks, they did chocolate bars, there were potato snacks, there were ice creams, t-shirts, hats, you name it. It was, honestly, you couldn't move for the bloody Bat logo. They slapped it on everything and we lapped it up. So it's like I had so much Batman stuff. It was ridiculous. Posters, and I mean, even the Prince album, right, which less said about the Batman soundtrack, the better. But it was insane, and it sold. That was what was remarkable. So after that, every movie, we're all in. So it used to be they'd hold back the merchandise. Then all of a sudden, it's like, no matter what the movie is secondary. The money is in the merchandise. And they figured that out. So as much money as Batman made, I believe made $500 million at the box office, which was huge for the 80s. The merchandise cleared well over $1 billion. So the merchandise from Batman was insane. And it was in every promotion you could think of, from cereal to fast food joints to everywhere. You couldn't move for Batman stuff. And that is partly why you get it today. Now, Star Wars had done it before, but Star Wars didn't have faith. The studio didn't have faith in Star Wars. So the action figures weren't released alongside the movie. Whereas with Batman, the Batman stuff was released before the movie. So before the movie had been released, you could get a set of cards that pretty much told you the entire bloody film. You didn't even go and see it. But it was mad. And you can still feel that today. So you still feel that kind of impact. But Warner Brothers, even though they made an absolute boatload of money from their merchandise, were not happy with the toy sales. And we'll go more into that in the next one. That's all from me. In a world where you can be everything at all, just be nice. We will be back very, very soon with issue 15 and the heads-up display. I will see you then.